any of you are using Tubebuddy. Is anyone using Tubebuddy at the moment? Okay, so we're just going to make sure I get the right one. And of course, when you're doing live streams, nothing ever runs to plan. All right, so here we go. So we're just going to share this screen up there now for you. All right, so is everybody seeing that screen that I've got up there now, which is the Keyword Explorer for Tubebuddy? So I just want to, I don't know if anyone's heard of Tubebuddy before, but what it is it is an extension that you use within the Chrome browser. And when you're in the YouTube Studio screen and you're looking for keywords, you can click on the Tubebuddy icon and it will take you to a page like this. So basically, I'll show you what I have found already. So when I was looking to do this live stream, I had a few keywords and keyword phrases that I looked at. And this is one of the ones that I found, because a lot of the people that I have now as my subscribers and people that I'm friends with on YouTube, they all do live streams and they're all about meeting friends and networking. So I wanted to give everybody a free keyword phrase that is basically comes up as excellent, which is what this one is. So the keyword phrase that you would put at the start of your title for this one would be meet my friends and network. So that would be the first 5 words that you would have as the title in your video. So you would put that in, but that's not the end of it. So that's the hard part, really, trying to figure out what phrases people are searching for. And we're going to go over how Tubebuddy basically works this out. So there's three measuring charts here. So we've got our search volume, we've got our competition, which at the moment I have selected as unweighted, and I will explain the difference between weighted and unweighted. And then we've got optimization strength. So basically the search volume is how many people are searching for that particular phrase. So for this one, for instance, it's sitting at excellent. So it's at the top of the line. There's heaps of people. It doesn't tell you how many people, but there are a lot of people searching for meet my friends network. So this is perfect. It then goes into the next part, which is the competition side of it. So it will look at how many other people are using that particular phrase in their videos, how many of those videos there are, and the weight that they give for each creator, because my channel will have a different weighting compared to, let's say, someone that's got 100K subscribers, or again, a new person starting out. So we all have a different level in that respect. So the good thing about this program is you can select unweighted, which is what I've selected here, and then you can also select weighted. So the weighted is different. This is weighted for my channel. So for instance, if I was looking at this, then I wouldn't necessarily pick this one, because while it's great as unweighted, and unweighted is just in general, this is a great keyword search. There's lots of people searching for it. There's not a lot of competition, and the strength, its optimized strength, is excellent as well. But for my channel, because my channel is about candles, it's about arts and crafts, it's about travel, it's about our lifestyle. So meet my friends and network is probably not something, it's not one of the YouTube videos that I predominantly do. So this one is not so great for my channel. But the reason I'm showing you this is that's not to say that it's not good for your channel. Now, the only way you're ever going to find out if it's great for your channel is to sign up to tubebuddy.com. And you can do so if you want to at the end of this stream. You can do so by going into the comments and clicking on the link that I have in there for you to do that. That's really the only way you're ever going to find out. But in saying that, you can try these things without having to spend the money. You can always try these in your headings. You can find a couple of them that are okay and that come up excellent as unweighted, and see how they go. And you can then reuse them if they do well. So for instance, this one we're not going to use because it's not great for my channel. So you can see here that the competition for what my channel is ranking is poor. So before it was in the middle where the yellow was, and now it's showing poor. And I think the reason for that is, if you look a little bit further down where it says you versus the top ranked videos, it's got me ranked as 93 views. And the people who are ranking high in this particular phrase, their views are 18.3K. So they have a lot more people looking at it. So that's why it's not weighted well for me. So I wouldn't necessarily use this one. Okay, so we're going to bring up the other screen. So I just wanted to give you a rough idea of what the Tubebuddy, what the screen looks like. So sorry about that. I'm just going to exit out of here. All right, so this is just, you would go to it from your channel dashboard. All right, like we're looking at here. You would go into your content. So you would look at the particular video that you're looking at doing. And then what you do is, for instance, let's have a look and see. Okay, we've got one here coming up. Okay, oh, wonderful. Emmeline Miranda Vlog. Thank you for becoming a new member. I appreciate you being part of the family now. Welcome. Everyone can welcome Emily Miranda Vlog. And underneath you, I see you've got Pinay Down Under. She's also one of my members. So we're going to be doing a little bit about of her videos as well, just to have a look at some of the keywords that she could be using on a particular video. So thank you, Emily. Thank you for becoming part of our YouTube family. It's fantastic. It's very exciting. We're excited. So I hope you're excited. I'm very sorry that I didn't see your membership until now. I was in the other screen going over what we're doing tonight. So we might have a look at, if you've got a video that is either out and you'd like me to take a look at, I can do that before I do the next live stream. I'm more than happy to do that. That's not a problem. So if you do have one that you'd like me to look at, just drop the link into the screen here. I'll just make sure that you're down as a... I'll just have a look and make sure that you're down as a moderator. Beautiful. Look at that. There we go. All right. So we've got you down as a moderator here. So that's wonderful. So welcome to the family. It's really cool to have you on board now. And we've got, I'll just say hi to everyone. Vlogni Mama, welcome to my live stream. Balakirong and Visaya Vlogs, welcome to my live stream. I hope you're going to get something out of this. My whole idea on doing this live stream is to share the knowledge that I'm learning along the way. So I'm hoping that you're, able to benefit from this. So that's really why I'm doing this. Mummy Divine USA, thank you very much for being here at my live stream. I'm super excited to have you here as well. Thank you, Pinay, for welcoming our newest member. Now, I have also sent a link to Exotic and Tropical, who is also one of our other members, and we'll be looking at some of her videos today as well. So I'm not sure if she's going to come in as a guest. I've never actually had a guest before, so I hope things run smoothly. So I'm just sending her a message. Okay, so I've sent that off to her now. Yeah, so huge shout out to everyone. So, and Emily, you've got access now to some new emojis and things like that. So feel free to use those. Marie Salas, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for being here. You're preparing dinner. That's fine. If you want to have it on in the background, that's just as good as if you're watching. So we're just going over some keywords. So what I'm going to step into next, just have to, if you haven't got a moderator, I'm not sure if Mummy Divine has a moderator on. I'm just trying to get to the link here so I can make sure everybody has all that. Okay. So I'm just going to bring up the PowerPoint. We're not going to spend too much time on the PowerPoint because I want to go back to how we're going to find these keywords. So I'm just going to share that screen now. All right, so I'll stop sharing that one. Just bear with me and we will go to this PowerPoint presentation, which I hope it will upload for me. So it should be here somewhere. Keyword help, here we go. Let's see if we can upload this for you. So this, yeah, so as I said at the very beginning, if you weren't here, this keyword PowerPoint, we'll go in a little bit into the keywords as well as, oh, that'd be right. Okay, it doesn't want to upload. Okay, let's see if I can share it some other way. If it doesn't work for me, we'll leave it behind and we will just go back to the original plan. So basically the tubebuddy.com, so it's T-U-B-E buddy, B-U-D-Y.com. So we're going to go how to use it, how to think of phrases, what score is good for you. We've discussed weighted versus unweighted, so we'll go over that again. And then I'll show you how to optimize it in youtube.com. If you don't have Tubebuddy, you can still do this. There's no problem why you can't do that. So it is not going to upload for me by the looks of it. And I don't believe I can share that particular screen. Let me just have a look. Oh no, I tell a lie, I can. Here we go. Look at this. So hopefully everyone is seeing this come up now. How are we going? Everybody able to see our membership perk, live research? So hopefully that is going to pop up as a full screen for you all at the moment. Ah, here we go. Exotic and Tropical is here. Oh, welcome. So Exotic is one of our members as well. Welcome. Thank you for being here. She's seen us online. That's fantastic. So since we're going to be going over some of your videos and just having a look at some keywords for those particular videos that are coming up as 100% or close to 100%, which is what's good for your search engine optimization. And I see our simple life in Australia and Philippines is my mum. My husband's sitting right next to me, and it's Cynthia. Welcome to the live stream. I know you're a bit like me, and we're both a bit under the weather. We've both got the flu. So you probably hear it in my voice today. It's getting a bit croaky already, so bear with me. But I hope, Cindy, you're feeling better soon. So I'm just going to go in and out again because it doesn't look like this is going to pop up the way I want it to, of course. Maybe if I just make it a bit bigger. So this is our first page. So basically we're doing keyword research tonight. So we're just going to have to do it the hard way, I think. And unless it's going to let me play it, it may do. Let's see if that pops up for you. It's popping up on my screen as if I'm playing it, but for some reason it's not popping up on the actual live stream. Okay. Anyway, we'll just move right along. So basically, we've gone over how to use it. We're going to think of some phrases, what score is good, weighted and unweighted, and then how to optimize it. We're going to look at the YouTube's new research tool. I did have a quick look at that the other day. So for those of you that aren't aware, YouTube has its own new research tool. When I did look at it, it's very limited compared to the Tubebuddy. So I'm hoping that it will get better so that I won't have to pay the fees for the tubebuddy.com. In saying that, you know, they obviously have access to a lot of research and a lot of statistics and things like that, and they analyze it a lot more than what you can do through this YouTube research tool. But if that's all you can do, then that's all you can do. So it does have its benefits. So we will have a look at that. We're going to, as I said, there's a free keyword giveaway. So I've got a few keywords that hopefully some of you will be able to use at no cost to you just for being here tonight. There'll be something for those that do creative videos. So we've got one here, which I've already shown here right now, which is what have I done to my creation? What I found is I guess it's human nature. People prefer, or not necessarily prefer, but you seem to get a lot more views for not the negative stuff, but for the stuff that you make a mistake or, you know, that doesn't quite go to plan. So that's what I found with some of mine. And I think Pinay Down Under, you've probably found that out too with some of your short videos. I noticed that chicken that you had, and it had a bare bum. This bare bum chicken was doing pretty well. So people like strange things and weird things and, you know, not the normal stuff. So there's that as well. So we're going to have a look at that. And yeah, so we've got a few things there. A couple of other keywords that we're going to go over, and then I'm just going to show you basically how I came to get there and how to use this Tubebuddy. So I'm just going to go back to sharing the stream here. And we're going to get straight into this Tubebuddy. Okay, so we'll go back into here. I shouldn't have this many windows open. I'll be able to find it a lot quicker. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're in this screen now. So as you can see over here, there's a little red button which says, when it loads up. So we're over here, and there's a little 1B. Now there's also another one up here which you can also use, but when I'm in the content video, this creating page, this is what I do. So I click on that, and then I go to the SEO Studio. And then it brings up this screen here, which basically says, if you've already got a target keyword in mind, you can just punch it in here, or if you want help to find the right target keyword, which is basically what I do every single time, because at the time I don't know what I'm looking for. I just punch in a heap of different phrases and hope for the best. So that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to target keywords, and we're going to launch the Keyword Explorer. Okay, so we're going to start out with the first one that I mentioned in the PowerPoint. And that was for people who are doing something creative. So what have I done to my creation? That was one that I found. Now, these will change over time as well. So you also have to bear that in mind. So I looked at these a couple of days ago. So hopefully this is not going to make a liar out of me. And when I do this exploring, it's going to come up the same as it did the other day. Yeah, okay, so it's not quite as good as it was before. It was 100 out of 100. And now this is weighted. So as I was showing you before, the last one that we looked at, which was meet friends and network or something along those lines, when I went into the weighted, for me, it came up as 17 out of 100, which is terrible. So I wouldn't use that for me. But because my channel is about things creative and candles and soaps and, you know, all those sort of things, for me and my channel, this is an excellent keyword for me to use in one of my videos. Now, I could use this in any of my videos where I've sort of, I've done something out of the ordinary or something hasn't quite worked as it should. So this is an excellent one for me. So the search volume for this is not excellent, because when you're doing things that, have a certain niche, you're never going to get, or very rarely will you get, a really high search volume. So this one's not too bad. I generally like it if it's sort of more towards this end, but this is not a bad idea. So for the search volume, this is pretty good. Now for competition here, this is excellent for me. It's basically telling me that for this search term, there is not a lot of people that I will be competing with, which is fantastic. So that's going to mean that if I optimize it correctly, my video will be at the top. If not the top, it'll be pretty close to the top. The optimization strength, again, that's what it's talking about. So as long as I do the 3 things that I need to do, which I'm going to show you now, this will be a really good one for my channel. Now, if you've signed up for this, and that's perfect, it will basically just work. It works with your channel, so it knows all the statistics of your channel. You sign up and you select it so that it can access information from YouTube and your channel. But because I'm doing this for somebody else, I would select unweighted. Now for this unweighted, this is still pretty good, like it's 90 out of 100. So it's exactly the same as it was if it was weighted. So if you were planning on doing something creative on your channel, write this down. What have I done to my creation? You might do something great to the creation. I don't know what you're creating, but it might be great. Or you might have done something and it hasn't worked out. So you can use this. So write that one down if you plan to do something creative on your channel, because that's a good one. It's both good for my channel, but also good unweighted, which is for other channels. So that's a good one there. So I'm just going to show you how we go about doing it. So we hover over this little blue thing down the bottom. Let me just get rid of that bar down there. And this is the action. So you hover over this and then you go up to optimize in the SEO studio. So then it brings up a new screen. Now this is already pre-filled because I'm already doing, like I've already got this created. But if it wasn't already pre-filled, this would be blank. So let's just get rid of all that. And get rid of all that. Okay, so let's say it's a completely blank one. It's coming up to say that my SEO score is 5%. So what I need to do is over here in this little section here, it's giving me all the hints of what I need to do to optimize it. So if you've got a pen, these are the things that you need to write down so that you can do these in your platform every time you create a video. So it's saying include your target keyword in the title. So over here it tells me what my keyword is, and it's what have I done to my creation. So I cut and I paste that up there. Now this is going to change the percentage over here on my score, and it's now 23, oh no, 41%. All right, and it's also then ticked 3 of the other boxes, which is include 80% of your target keyword in the title and include your target keyword in the first 60 characters of the title. So if you're going to do 2 separate titles and they're both, say this one's 90% out of 100 and the next one you're using is, let's say, 67. So you would always put the 91 first, and then you would put a space and then put the next one in, right? That's the next one, which is 67. There's no reason why you can't have 2 or 3 at the top, as long as they don't get confusing. Now, the next thing it's going to tell you is include your target keyword naturally in the title. So if your keyword was, have I done my creation? You could probably change that, put a question mark or an apostrophe or something that makes it natural. If the thing was just great big balloon or something, you would then have to go, see my great big balloon. So just by adding the word see at the front, it then becomes natural in the title and not so broken and kind of like a full sentence. So that's basically what that little tick here is asking you to do. It's now telling me that there's 2 things I haven't done yet. I haven't included my target keyword in the first 200 characters of the description, which is down here. So basically what I would do is I would just cut and paste and put that in there. And as you can see, now it's coming up to say that my search engine optimization score is 86%. So that's perfect. Same thing goes if you had another one that was following this, you would then need to also put it second here in the description. And now it's saying include partial matches of your target keyword in the description. So what that's saying is you then need to write a little bit more and include some of those keywords. So what have I done to my creation, comma, this creation is overdone. So I've now used the word creation and I've now used the word done. There you go. So say I was cooking, it's now overdone. I've overcooked it. And now you can see here that it's coming up as 95% optimized in search engine. Okay, so that's perfect now. So you put a full stop there, you go to next. It's then going to take me to the tags. Now, YouTube used to be really gung-ho about tags, and that's basically how anyone found videos and things like that. It did get abused by creators. So now what they've done is they've changed their algorithm. There's not a lot of weight to these tags, but they do have their purpose. So I would advise that you still use these tags, especially when you're using your keyword phrases. Make sure they're in there. The good thing about Tubebuddy here is, like, I've already got these ones in for this previous one, but let's say we get rid of those. Delete, delete. Get rid of all those ones. Okay, so it's now blank. This little blue button over here, I just click on that and it automatically puts that tag, that target keyword or phrase, it puts it as #1 tag, which is what needs to happen to make it optimized. Then it will give you, sometimes, not always, it will give you suggested tags. So I just go through, if I have enough space, I just go through and I add them in because they're usually misspellings and things, or commonly misspelled words. And then it's telling you include more relevant tags. You could do that. It's already at 99%. You know, it just depends on how much time you've got. For tonight, we're not going to worry about that. So basically, this is optimized almost 100%. It then will take you to the next page when you click on next. And if you've already uploaded your thumbnail, which I have, this is going to show you what your thumbnail looks against the top two. So these other two, these other few here, they're the top ones on that particular keyword phrase. As you can see, there are, you know, there's a diverse videos there. They're not all about the same thing. So it's showing, it's not necessarily saying I'm going to be #1, but it is showing you what your thumbnail looks like. If your thumbnail is not up to scratch, and we're going to have a look at thumbnails, or it looks a bit, you know, like doesn't stand out amongst the ones here, then obviously you can change that and it will allow you to create a thumbnail, which is what we use this here. I'm not going to go into that tonight, but this is basically how you optimize your video. So every time you create a video, whether it's a short video or it's a regular video, you need to do all of those steps. So you need to find a phrase that you think is going to have a great search, a number of people searching against the competition as well. Now, to be honest, the only way you're ever going to do that is to get one of these programs like Tubebuddy, because they do all the work for you. As I said, the YouTube, the new sort of tool that they've got, it doesn't do that for you. We'll go into that and I'll show you. It basically just looks at the information through Google, the Google search, and gives you information on that. It's very broad, and that's what I don't like about it. It's, you know, people jump into Google and they punch something in. It's not specific to your channel. It doesn't give you the competition or how many other people are using that phrase, you know, and what their rating is compared to yours. It doesn't give you any of that information. But if that's all that you can do, it's better than nothing. So I would suggest that you use it if you're not going to do Tubebuddy. So there's that. Okay, so that's basically the process. So you've got to find the phrase, and then you put that at the start of your video in your title. You then make sure that you replicate that into your description. It needs to be in the first 200 characters, and then you need to add that exact phrase into your tags, and then it's optimized for that particular phrase. And then if you find other keyword phrases that you want to use, you do the same for those. And you put them in the order of which has the highest, you know, say 90%, and then the next one would be 80% or what have you. And that's how you do it. So we click next, and then we hit apply to the video. And basically it will just put all of that into your video here like that. And as you can see, all my tags are there. If I scroll up, here's my title, here's my description. It's all there, okay? And then you have to click save. That's the important part. You click save. I do that process for one phrase. I click save over here, and then I go back in and I do the whole process again for the next phrase. So I go back to the SEO studio and then I try and find another really good phrase. So that's basically the process that I use. That's what I would recommend that you use for all your videos. At the beginning of my videos, when they launch, I usually get about a 10 to 15% hit on YouTube search, which I'm not sure. I can't really remember before I was using Tubebuddy whether I was getting that. I don't think I was getting anywhere near that. It does sort of peter out because obviously my subscribers start to look at it and they come from a different method. So it gets less and less and less, but I am still getting those YouTube organic people coming to my videos from that. So I would highly recommend Tubebuddy if you can afford it to do that. If you can't, then as I said, if you join up to my level 3 tier, you will get free help from me with the keyword research, which I'm doing tonight as a freebie for everyone, just to sort of showcase what it is that you will get as a creator if you sign up to that particular plan. Now, we're just a baby channel, so I will be doing this for everyone as we grow. But as it does get bigger and I get more members, we will have to get everybody into their tiers. So we can sort of do that. But at the moment, we're only small, so I'm going to help everyone along the way as best I can. All right, so basically I've done that one. So we're just going to go back to the PowerPoint now. And I just want to show you the second freebie of the keywords that I found. So we'll just share that PowerPoint screen again. And if you've got a pen handy, write this one down. Okay, so this is for a video that helps people. So for instance, my particular video that I'm doing tonight, I want to help people grow. So the search term that I found was, we want to help you grow for 2022. So this was the next one. So if you're planning on doing a help video for someone, or you're doing a tutorial video on how to do this and it relates to growing your channel, this is another freebie that you can use. We have already looked at the next one down here, which was the live stream for connecting. So if you haven't already written that down, write down meet my friends and network. Okay, that was a high ranking one that I found a couple of days ago. So that's definitely one if you do those particular live streams. So write that one down and use that in your live streams. That's a freebie from me. So you're welcome. So hopefully that helps boost your sort of views and your organic views through the YouTube search. I'm just going to quickly say hi to everyone that I haven't already said hi to, and make sure that everyone's got their moderators on. So just bear with me for a moment while I bring that up. Okay, so we'll go back. All right. Okay. Oh dear. So Cindy, I haven't even got you down as a moderator, so I better sort that out. So you're now a moderator. Lisa67 vlog, thank you. You've come over from Freelancing Tips for Beginners. Christy Angelo, thank you for being here. And Hugh Nguyen, thank you so much for being here. I've given you your moderator now. Okay, I'm just making sure I don't miss anyone. If I do miss you, just put something in the things there and I will give you a huge shout out. Where are we? So Brooklyn's honeybees. Wow, thank you. Thank you for being here. I have a bit of a cold, but but getting over it now. So I am well, and I hope you're well as well. I remember from your videos you were planning for 2022, so I hope all that's going well. Okay, and who else have we got here? Shay Murillo, hello, welcome to my live stream. How are you? Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Joan Turla Fabra, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming and watching this. I hope you're going to get something out of this tonight. I plan on sharing as much knowledge as I've got with you all over the time that I learn it. So hopefully you can get something out of it. That's the idea and why we're doing these. This is one of the perks in my new memberships, which I've just launched. So if you are interested in this, this is our third, I think it's the third tier, where I do keyword research on behalf of you. If you're not able to do Tubebuddy yourself, then that's one of the perks that I'm giving creators as part of my memberships. You just send me through some of the videos you're planning on doing, and I'll try and find really optimized search phrases that you can use that will boost your views under the YouTube search. Okay, so we're going to go into, we want to help you grow 2022. All right, so we'll jump back into the Chrome here. So stop sharing that. And we'll go back here to this one. All right, so we're going to go and have a look at this one. So if you have a particular video that fits with that title, feel free to use it. When you're looking at your analytics, keep an eye on at the very beginning how many you're actually getting through the YouTube search. And just bear in mind that this will get less and less. The percentage of that will get less and less as you've got all your subscribers coming in, because they're obviously seeing you through different methods. They're not searching for the phrase, they're finding you through their feed and things like that. But at least you will be getting those organic viewers. So we'll just punch that in. We want to help you grow 2022. So this one here is excellent, 100 out of 100. Now I've got the tab unweighted selected here. So this is 100% not for my channel, just in general. So again, you're only ever going to find out whether it fits your channel better if you were to sign up to Tubebuddy. And the extension then talks to YouTube and all your statistics. If I click on weighted for this one is also for my channel, 100 out of 100. Now, I think that's because I do videos to help people. I have some other videos that I've done previously where I'm helping people grow and giving people information of what I've learned along the way. So just bear in mind that depending on what kind of content you post generally, it may or may not be good for you. But if you do help grow videos and content, then this might be a good one for you. So write that one down. We want to help you grow 2022. And now for those of you that haven't or weren't here just a minute ago where we went through how we optimize it, I'm just going to give you another quick rundown on how we do that. So as you can see here, it's the search volume for this particular phrase is excellent. There are a heap of people that are looking for that particular search phrase. The competition in this one is not that great. There's not that many people looking for it. Yeah, and it's the same for both. And it's the strength, if you optimize it correctly, the strength of your channel is going to be really good. So basically here it's showing that in general, my channel here has 93 views, and the other people who are ranking high in this, it is sitting at 2. So, sorry, this is the lowest people ranking in that particular one, and then the average is up to 22.3. But for my channel, the weighted option, this is still a really good search phrase for me. So I go over to the actions and I hit optimize in SEO. So that will bring up my screen, and this is how we work through it. So again, I'm just going to delete all this because this is the old stuff that I had in there before. Let's delete all that. All right, so it's sitting there at 5% now. So it wants me to add in, we want to help you grow. You punch that in, you put it in the title. Now what you put in the title, and this is very important, what you put in the title, you must replicate in the description. It doesn't have to be the same phrase in the sense that I could add more to the back end, or I could add some more at the start, but it does need to have those words in that order. And as you can see over here now, you've got the green ticks. So I've done some of the checklist. All right, so you put that in there. It's now saying I need to put it naturally. We want to help you grow. You could then put here in 2022. And then once you sort of let it do its thing, this little apostrophe, that will disappear. It's now telling me include partial matches in your target. So growing in 2022 is all the information I have in my video, something like that. So it's now telling you it's sitting at 71%. All right. So if you see what I just did there in the title, it wanted me to, if I take this out, it wants me to record it naturally in the title. So because we want to help grow 2022, it's not a full sentence. It doesn't, it's missing a word. When I put into the title, it's now happy with that, and it's got a green tick. So that's basically what YouTube like. They want it to be a full sentence so that people, basically, most people when they type in the full sentence. So that's what they like to have. So basically at the moment I have it set at 95%. So I would then just click to the next. Okay, Emily, Miranda Vlog, if you want to watch back later on for some of the extra tips, feel free to do that. But I will be in touch, definitely. Thank you for becoming a member. It's so cool to have you on board. Have a great night. It's so good to have her on board. It's fantastic. And so basically here we just do the same with the tags. So we just delete all those. We add our specific one in as #1 tag. And then again, we go through and we add the others there. Okay, and now it's saying include more relevant tags. But basically when I do this a few times over and I have 2 or 3 keyword phrases, that is no longer there. So it then becomes irrelevant. All right, and then again, it will show you how your thumbnails are showing up. Okay, so that's basically what's happening there. It's just showing what your thumbnail looks like. So if you're not happy with it, you can create or upload a thumbnail or create. And then we hit next and we apply to the video. And as I said, that's when it comes up and you have to click save. So there's a few freebies. So I hope that you can use some of those first and foremost, because that's what tonight's about. We want you to be able to use a few of those. Now I'm just going to have a look and go over some of the ones that I found for our members. So where are we? I'm just waiting for some of these to load up. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look for, where are we? Okay. All right, so we had grand live stream. So Exotic and Tropical has been having some grand live streams, and they've been fantastic. I've been able to make it to 2 of them. And I wanted to have a look and see what I could find for her that would look really good in the YouTube search algorithm. So I found this one here, and feel free to use it or not. That there's no issue with that. But I did find one for you that when I looked a few days ago, it was 100 out of 100. So I'm just going to show you what that one is now, so you can use it if you'd like. if you have any more coming up. So this was it. Don't miss out. Grand live stream. So this was the one that I used. Oh, Irene. Hello, Irene. Welcome to my live stream. And she wears many hats. Thank you to my live stream as well. It's nice to have you here. We're just going over a specific keyword for exotic and tropical. This one here is one, I know she's been doing her grand live streams, so I had a look to see if I could find a better search term for her. And I have this one that's popped up, don't miss out grand live stream. So if you can see that there on your screen, this one is a weighted one. And if I go into the unweighted, which is basically for anyone's channel, it's coming up as 100. So the search volume for this is very, very good. It's coming up as excellent. Now there is a little bit of competition, but it is on the it's further towards the green, so that's even better than the one we had before. And it's basically, because I'm using it as unweighted, it's not showing me any of the other data here. But feel free, Exotic, if you want to use this in your next grand live stream and see how you go. See if you do get those in your analytics, if you get the YouTube search percentage, people coming to you who are completely organic, that aren't your subscribers, and they found you based on that, and see how you go with that one. So that's a freebie there. So make sure you follow the whole process of same in the title, same in the description. I also have another one here if you want to try this. This one is another one that I found for your live stream, your grand live streams. So we'll just whack this one in here as well. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this is it. Get your entry to grand live stream. So this one again is another 100 out of 100 for the unweighted. So if you want to use this one, write that one down. Feel free to use that for your next grand live stream, or use both of them. One after the other in the title. Make sure that they are replicated in the description and see how you go. So there's those two there. And I had one more. For your live streams. So here's another one here. Now, mind you, these weren't hard for me to find. Like, I sat there for maybe 10 minutes just punching in different phrases that I thought, oh yeah, maybe people would search for that. So this is another 100 out of 100. So write that one down as well if you want to use it. It's yours now. I'm doing this for you guys. So see how that goes with your channel. So that's a way for creators to grow together. I think that was the end of it. Yep, that's it there. So see how that goes if you have any more of your grand live streams. Now, what else did we have? Now, there you have a video which is Kookaburra bashing the rat. I found one. This one, and I'm not suggesting that you change it, but I did find one. I'm not sure what rating the, oh yeah, so I looked up Kookaburra bashing the rat, which was 46 out of 100. So let's have a look at that. I'll just show you, for instance, what that one looks like. And now, Exotic, if you have anything that you want me to look at, send me a messenger, and I'll have a look at that without a problem, and I'll see if I can find, if you've got a new video coming up or something that you want me to optimize, I can find something for you. So this one, Kookaburra bashing the rat, that's a 42 out of 100. So there's not a lot of people looking for it. The competition and the strength are great, but there's just not a lot of people that are looking for that particular phrase. So the one that I did find, which wasn't 100%, but it was pretty good, and I'll just bring that one up now. It may not be the same today because they do fluctuate depending on who's looking for what. And it was this one here. Okay, enemies, Kookaburra v rat, who wins? And the other day, oh, this is even better. Okay, so it came up as 89%, 89 out of 100 the other day. So now it's saying excellent, 92 out of 100. So as you can see here, there's more people that are searching for that particular phrase. The competition's not quite as good as the other one, but you've got more people looking for it. So this one's definitely a better one to look at. It's unweighted, so it's great for anyone's channel, not necessarily just mine. So perhaps if you wanted to, you could just update the title or add that particular one in and see how it goes, and just see if you get any organic YouTube search people coming through on that particular phrase. Or if you've got another Kookaburra rap video and you want to try that out on a fresh new video, then go for it. There's that one there that's now yours. And I do just want to have a look at a couple more for, this one is for another one of our members, Pinay Down Under. You've got the beautiful pony that I love. And I just wanted to show you. So your search term we've got is beautiful pony. So we're just going to put that in there. And this is Nugget, because Nugget's so cute. My girls just love Nugget. So this is coming up unweighted as 26 out of 100. So there's not a great deal of people looking at it, but there's also a lot of competition for those that are looking at it. There's a lot of other videos about beautiful ponies. So what I did find for you, and this was the one where the pony is scratching his chin. Actually, I'm not sure if it's a boy, but the pony's scratching his chin, his or her chin. So I thought, I might just make it a little more specific for your keywords and see what comes up. So this one is mini pony scratching chin. And this one came up unweighted as 92 out of 100. So this is another one where the volume is, as you can see, it's much higher. There's a lot more people, for some reason, wanting to see a mini pony scratch its chin. Go figure, but they are. And the competition is still pretty good. Like, it's getting closer towards the green end, which is good. So if you want to see, or if you've got another one of the ponies scratching their chin and you want to see how that particular phrase goes, feel free to go for that. And again, just have a look at your analytics and see what comes up for your YouTube search. So there's that one there for you. So hopefully you get some more views from that. So basically, I guess what I'm saying when you're doing your keywords is try and think of the phrases that people might be searching for. So I usually just sit down and look at different ways of saying particular things of what the video is about. But as I said, this whole video tonight is to help you guys. It's also, if you want to become a member, it shows you what that particular tier of the membership, when I'm talking about getting free keyword research help, that's what it's about. So eventually, as the channel grows, we'll start to go into members only videos where I will go over just yours and the other people that are in the live chat, and we'll have a chat about that, and we'll look at some of your the analytics, are things going well or not, and that's basically one of the perks for that particular tier. I'm just going to, I'm getting pretty close to the end now, so I'm just going to touch on the PowerPoint. We'll go back to the PowerPoint and have a look at thumbnails. So I've got a couple of examples of thumbnails that if you're doing thumbnails, you might want to have a look at the differences of those. Because basically what I've had a look at some really big channels and what they're doing with their thumbnails. And what I found is they're basically less is more, basically. So if there's not a lot of information on there, but what information that is on there, it's the important stuff, and it has an image to go with it. So for instance, this is one of my sleep ones, and this is when I started to change my thumbnails and get a little more serious about sort of the information that I put on there. There's not a lot of information on here. There is one main image, which is basically what this is about, sleeping under the sea, and there's a person under the sea. There's bubbles and things like that, which is basically what you hear. It tells you how long it goes for. It also tells you that it's a black screen, so it's great for sleeping. I do have the little subscribe thing that pops up, which is really good for a nightlight as well. But basically it's black, so it's not keeping you up at night. And I also want to pinpoint that it's not a synthesized video. It's actually all natural underwater sounds. But the importance of the thumbnail is that it's the first thing. It's like first impressions of your channel. It's the first thing someone sees, and they will choose what video to watch based on what that thumbnail looks like. So basically, I keep it simple, it's uncluttered, and it's appealing to the eye. And in comparison, this is one that I did towards the beginning of my channel. And so I just wanted to show you in contrast how distracting it can be to have too much stuff on there. So for instance, this one has the one image, but I also have other images next to it. And then there's a lot of writing in this image, which is making it difficult to see what it's actually saying. So I guess I just wanted to show you the importance of thumbnails, especially when you're optimizing in the search engine, because, I mean, let's face it, you could be at the top of the list in the top 5, but your thumbnail looks nothing, looks terrible compared to the other ones. So that's the importance there. The program, or the place that I use is Shutterstock for my photos. It's relatively cheap. So if you do want to get into buying your images, most of my images, that's where I buy them. And there's an editor that you can use in that app as well. Okay, so we've gone over the keyword giveaway. We've done that. The one thing I would say is don't be afraid to share your failures. I was cutting all my failures out, and then I put one up recently of me piping out a wax flower, and it was just not working, and it was getting stuck, and it was going soft, and I got, I think, something like 1.7K views in the first 3 hours or something ridiculous. So yeah, don't be afraid to put your failures on there as well as your success. We've gone over your thumbnails. Make sure that they're a quality image, they're not cluttered, and it's the important information only. And we've gone over the titles. I use English. Obviously, it's the only language I know. But I have heard other content creators and people who give help videos saying that use English titles. It's more of a universal language, and it will give you more coverage over YouTube users. Excuse me. So that's why I use that. And we just go back to YouTube's new research tool. I don't know if any of you have actually used it yet or had a look at it. As I said, I did do a pretty brief look at it. And Queen Hera, welcome. Thanks for being here. We're just going over the very end of the live stream, just having a look at YouTube's new research tool. Now, I just have to remember how I get to it. That's the hard part. YouTube research tool. Now, I'm pretty sure I went through here. So I'm just going to share with you a different window. So just bear with me while we cut to a different window. What do I want to do? All right. So no, it's just in the dashboard. So I went through my dashboard. So when you go into your YouTube Studio and the dashboard, over in this little section here, there was some information that popped up to say, oh, it's not there. Oh yeah, here, new research features in YouTube Analytics. I think that was it. Let me just see. So if you haven't already looked at it, it's a good one to have a look at. But as I said, it is quite limited. No, that's not it. All right, what we might do is we might have a look at it later because I can't remember how to get to it. But I will say when I did look at it that it was very limited. When you do select where you wanted to go to, it only gives you the information from Google. So when people are typing into Google, it's using that information. It's not giving you a breakdown on other channels, what their ranking and what their views are and what the competition is for that particular keyword. So if you've ever used Google AdSense as a advertising business, not in the sense that we're getting money from ads, but if you've ever had your own business and you've used AdSense as someone trying to advertise their business, I found it very difficult to use and very hard to get information. You almost had to hire an expert company just to figure out what was going on. So I don't like it. I much prefer Tubebuddy, but perhaps I might try and use it a bit more, and we might go and learn a bit more about that in another live stream. So I hope everyone has enjoyed today. I hope you've got some search phrases out of it. I hope it gives you something to think about if you are thinking of becoming one of our YouTube family, our members. You now know a little bit more about what that particular research video, what it will do for you. So if you are thinking of becoming one of our exclusive creator members, then you'll have access to this as a monthly thing. And, as I said, I don't mind if you send me emails or messages with some suggestions on what you'd like me to look for you. So I'll definitely do that. Thank you for being here, Everyday Part of Life. Amazing live. I appreciate the feedback. Everyone that's here tonight is amazing. You've all given me lots of information yourselves that I've used because we are a baby channel. I think we've only been on YouTube for 6 months, 7 months, something around there. I have had the account for much longer than that, but I've never actually created any content up until about, as I said, 6 or 7 months ago when Sin Moz Vlogs got me onto YouTube, much to the disdain of my husband, who now has to share me with YouTube and my full-time job. But yeah, so the reason I'm doing these videos is to help others. And I mean, I have the information and I'd like to share it to other people. And yeah, so if you are thinking of becoming a member, that's what this particular video is about. This live stream is about helping others. We have also done another one about if you want to become a fan, which is our top tier. There's candles that I make in our live candles, which is our tier 2. You get access to live candle making. Some of those candles I then will send on to our fan crew, which is the top tier. So I will actually post those out to those members at 1 month and 6 month at no charge. No matter where you are in the world, they'll go out to you. All I ask is obviously that you send me your address details so that I can send those out. So yeah, so they're our memberships. If you haven't already, check them out. If you've got any questions about the perks, because I know sometimes the perks can be a little confusing, then please let me know. There's plenty of ways. You can email me, you can send me a message, you can contact me on Facebook. We're also on Facebook, Coastal Living Down Under Australia. So if you haven't already connected to us on Facebook, then please check that out. We'd love to see you there as well. And yeah, so I hope you've all got something out of this live stream. My voice is starting to go now, which, as I said, I'm getting over the flu. So I am going to end this up pretty quickly. Oh, there we go. Our simple life in Australia and Philippines. Sin, you're responsible for me being on here. So I've met a lot of people through you as well, and they've given me information and help and, advice and things like that, as you have done as well. And that's what I'm trying to give back now, is the things that I can give back to others, people have given to me as well. So that's what this is all about, is to help everybody else. And thank you. I'm glad that you like the tutorials. There are heaps more to come. I have some new ones coming. We are moving house, so there will be a little bit of a lull in the next couple of weeks while we get settled into the new house. But once we're back on, there will be a new background and a new house. So there's that to look forward to. And we've got some pretty cool ideas of what's to come. So thank you all for being here. As I said, I hope that you've taken something out of these. And I hope that some of the keyword phrases and the explanation of the search engine optimization helps you get some organic viewers. So thanks very much, everyone. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I'm going to say good night to everyone now and have a lovely evening. And until next time, bye.